Boxing Social here with the one and only Conor Benn. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
You've had a tremendous 2017, 4 fights, 4 stoppages. Are you surprised at how well things have been going for you lately?
Very surprised. You know, based on my performances last year, you know, they were shocking, and you know, I was terrible. I look back and think, what was I thinking? What was I even doing? Do you know what I mean? So and now for me to come back from an injury and bounce back 10 times stronger, and you know, blowing these people out. Some people with undefeated records, some people with who are 5, 8 years older than me, who are men. Brandon Sanudo in the US, who's only been stopped once out of 14 fights. You know, it's all character building, it's all learning, it's all growing, and you know, I'm progressing because I work hard.
Speaking about the US, obviously, like you just said, you made your US soil debut on your last fight. How was that whole experience?
It was good. It was great, you know, I got great reception out there. Everything they do over there is completely different. The jet lag was mad. I had a severe reaction to a die. I wasn't sure if I was going to fight on the Wednesday. Thank God it went down on a Friday somehow, I don't know how. And I ended up fighting. I was on antibiotics, tablets, creams, ointments. You know, so there was a lot going on. My face was dripping pus, I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up, my face would be covered in pus. It was a nightmare. It was overall a nightmare. It was terrible. Bad experience. But it was a great experience because, you know what, I went out there and done what I had to do with all that going on.
Is the US market something that will be a part of your plans in 2018, or are you going to keep it strictly UK? Or
I'll leave that with my promoter. You know, my dad fought there against Doug Dewitt, Barkley, he fought McClellan, so my dad's known in the United States, so I don't see why I can't, you know, get a good following from fighting in the United supporters, US supporters. Sorry, you know, I don't see why not. I'd love to fight there again. To have the British and Americans behind you, can't really go wrong.
During the press conference over there, Eddie Hearn said that you are the most improved UK fighter of the year. How did that make you feel? Good, very good. Because at first, you know, I was, as I said, I was shocking. You know, Coogan would vouch for it. I was shocking, and you know, I've just come back better and stronger. And I genuinely, hand on heart, think I'm the most improved fighter of 2017. That's not me to big up my own trumpet, because I know that all the hard work that's gone into it. I'm not afraid to say it. You know, who at the age of 21 suffers a broken jaw and comes back to be compared to some great fighters, whereas a year ago I couldn't have been compared to the local boy down the gym. You know, so it just goes to show that hard work pays off. You're fighting on Wednesday, obviously. Thoughts about the upcoming fight?
Great to end the year on a bang, fighting at the York Hall. Rumble in the Jungle is what I think of it. The York Hall's just madness, chaos, and you know, it's just it's like proper fighters like then. Do you know what I mean? So I look forward to fighting there on Wednesday and ending the year on a bang. The guy who I'm fighting ain't been stopped before. He's a tough French kid. So we'll just see. Eddie reckons he'll give me some rounds. I told Eddie I'll knock him out. So we'll see.
Any names that you want to face in 2018? Any names in particular you want to face in 2018?
I reckon I could face anyone domestically.
Anyone domestically?
Yeah. I reckon by the end of this year I could face anyone British level. If I keep improving the way I'm improving, I genuinely think there's a little something in there that says I can fight anyone British level.
But there must be a certain name.
Nah, there's a few names, but I ain't calling no one that.
Understood.
I think I can have it. I think I'm becoming a force. I think I know what I'm doing, and do you know what? There's so many. My second fight against Luke Kelleher in Glasgow, I got booed out there, and it was a terrible fight. And all I had to show for it was heart. That's all I had to show for it. I think some of these fights today their heart ain't been tested because they're so skillful. You know, when it comes down to it, I know I'll go till I can't get up no more.
Did you catch any of the fights this past weekend?
I didn't watch him. I've heard about him. I heard Yard destroyed his opponent. You know, someone who ain't been stopped before. DeGale lost, unfortunately, a majority decision. just think he had an off night. Whatever it was, maybe the shoulder weren't fully healed, you don't know, but I just think he had an off night, and you know, you have that in boxing. Maybe it was the time off he had because of the injury. Maybe he overlooked his opponent. There's so many things, but only him and his team know. You know, I think James DeGale's a quality fighter, and he went to America and you know, drew in their soil, which is, you know, hard to do. And you know, so I think he's a great fighter, and we'll see where he bounces back.
Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, did you manage to get
I was shocked. I was shocked. I was really shocked. I can't believe Rigondeaux didn't come out. Like, I can't believe my hand hurt. I can't believe it. Whereas in my camp, I have Ricky Burns, who broke his jaw in a fight in the 3rd or 4th round and carried on through the 12th, broken jaw.
But as a fighter, when someone fights the way Lomachenko fights and he kind of punks you,
you deal with it. You deal with it. You know, you're a fighter. If you're getting out of technique, go in there and at least show you got heart. If you're getting out of technique, show in there and go, you've got heart. Don't sit on the stolen salt because you ain't getting it your own way. I mean, go out there and do whatever you got to do to win. You're a fighter. Find a way. If you don't find a way, get knocked out. Okay, well, you're a fighter. You don't just go, oh, can't be bothered now. I'm just gonna sit here because my hand hurts or because I'm getting schooled. That's my opinion. I really rated Rigondeaux. I thought Rigondeaux was an absolutely mustard fighter. But it says something about the heart. Yeah, there's so many people who are technically gifted at it. When it comes down to it, if they've got the heart to see it through, if they're getting pummeled to the 11th round and then the 12th round, go out there and give it their all. I think that's a fighter.
Finally, prediction for Wednesday night.
Prediction. I've done a prediction once and it didn't go my way, it went the distance, so I might not predict, but I'll go think stoppage. I'm not going to say round, because in the fight I'll be thinking, I said to that guy I was going to do it in this round, so no, just stoppage somehow. Maybe.
Conor Benn, best of luck on Wednesday night. Thank you very much for your time.